How you doing, CP? Yeah, quick question here. Doing a bit of research, and I need to get your input on the Arabic for two passages. The first is the Quran, chapter 2, verse 149, and the other passage is actually from Sahih Bukhari. The Arabic reference would be Book 65, Hadith 4492. And what I need to know is whether those passages have the word or the phrase Al Masjid Al Haram,
Yeah.
or do they say mosque, or do they actually say the secret mosque or the great mosque or some other phrase or terminology?
Well, you see, Al Haram is, let us say, the forbidden. Haram means forbidden.
Hmm.
So the translation, they will say the sacred, etc. Al Masjid is not really a mosque. It's a place where people they do they when you bow down, where you bow down, whatever you bow down is called Al Masjid. All right.
So it's the prayer forbidden place.
Yes, let us say the forbidden place for prayer.
Okay, now does it actually say prayer is just?
No, it says to bow down. Al Masjid is coming from the word sujood. Okay. So the word sujood mean to bow down, but this is an act of worship.
Okay, to bow down. Forbidden.
But remember, the Arab used to bow down before Islam. You remember the hadith, the story about the satanic verses where it says the prophet he bow down and the pagans they bow down.
Right.
So this is a practice used to be happening there. They bow down in front of their idols, worshiping them, and it's called Al Haram before Islam too. Because
why do they call it Haram if it's referring to prayer?
And no, Haram, it's a forbidden place. You see, the Arab, they have something is called forbidden. They have forbidden places where no war can happen, no killing can happen.
Okay.
There's forbidden month as an example. You know, if you go the Arab, they have a tradition that there's 4 months where there's no war, no attacks, so people they can get married and do business, and they are safe and secure. After those a few months, they are gone. Then people they kill each other and rape each other. It's a 4 months to do whatever you wish, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I'm looking at like Quran X, all the different translations. Some of them say sacred mosque, and some of them say Al Masjid Al Haram.
Yeah, so the translation, they are just trying to give you the meaning, what it's mean. They want to tell you it's mean that this is the you know, the one around the Kaaba, you know.
But it doesn't say that.
But it doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say anything about about where it is. You know, it says the forbidden place of bowing.
Okay. The forbidden. Okay. Yeah. And the Muslims they just read in that it's the mosque, but
no.
They did that before they had mosques, so it's basically a designated place specifically for prayer.
Yes,
and you can't do any violence or any illicit activity in this place.
Yeah, if you go to chapter 2, not the same chapter 2, verse 194, it says Ash-Shahrul Haram. Even the moon month is haram. There's a month of haram that is a forbidden month. So where there is a certain rules apply, and this is exist before Islam is exist. Muhammad is just a practice what the Arab used to practice before Islam. It's the same, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So when it says turn your face toward it, so it's telling the Muslims if you're not in that place, you have to turn to face it at that time, whenever you do pray.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is, you see, it doesn't matter what they do. That place, it's not a location named. It is a description of what they do there. Al-Masjid al-Haram, it doesn't say it is this place specifically. It can be any place. How we will know? Like now, you see, we are mentioning the topic of how we will know what where is that? Where is Al-Masjid al-Haram? You know? It have to say next something to it. It should say Al Masjid al Haram will be Mecca. It should say in Mecca. All right. Now, if in different verses, the Quran says in chapter 5, verse number 97, something like this, that Allah He put the Kaaba in the forbidden house. Okay.
Okay.
Or Allah, He made the Kaaba, the forbidden house, a place for worship. Okay. And then He made the month of the forbidden month.
Okay.
And then He mentioned the pagan practice as it's coming from him as a practice. But now, how we will know where is the Kaaba? What is the Kaaba? There was more than 27 Kaaba in the time of Muhammad in the Arabian Peninsula.
Okay.
You know?
Wait a minute. 27 Kaaba.
Yeah.
So what, they would build different Kaabas everywhere in every city?
Yeah, every town they build the Kaaba because this is a competition. This is a business. It's like now you build a mall. The Kaaba was a mall. It's a mall where people they buy and they sell. In the same time, one of the businesses is God business. Everybody put his idol. People they come and they put donation. You know, like let us say you are an artist, you make an idol which is look really good, better than the other idols. So people they prefer this idol, and they pray in front of it, and they give donation. And you are the one who is in control of this idol, because you are the one who made it. You collect the money. So this was a business. This was a business. Not only it was not only a place of worship. It's a market. It's a bazaar. It's a mall. It is a religious place. It's everything.
No separation of church.
It's a place even where they used to hang their poetry. Like as an example, everybody knows, all the Arab they agree that the Arab they use to hang their poet on the walls of the Kaaba. What does that mean? They have a competition of poetry, and the winner, they hang his poet on the wall of the Kaaba. But there's many Kaaba, not only this one. I'm not talking about all the Kaaba, not only the Kaaba of Mecca. So people they gather because this is what they do for fun. The poetry is their language. Like you see, in the time of Muhammad, people they speak poetry, not talk. They talk poetry. This is what the Arabic language is about. So if your poetry is better than my poetry, then you became famous. Like it's like American Idol right now. You know?
Okay.
Those people they have no art, they don't draw, they don't build, they live in the sand. You know, their life is very simple. The only art they have is poetry.
Okay.
So in that place, it's a market, it's a bazaar, it's a place you can buy, it's a place you can worship, it's a place you can go do competition for poetry. It's a place like corner speaker in England where people they stand and shout and say worship God, worship, etc. Do this, etc. So it was everything.
Okay, and there was more than one in every town. Well, there was one in every town. So what about the stone then? There was only one black stone, or did they each have a different idol?
No, all of them, they used to bring stones from the major stone place, which is the temple of Al-Makkah. You see, we spoke before that Mecca is not really Mecca, it is Makkah. The language of people of Yemen, when the letter Ka, the letter of Ka used to appear as Qa.
Okay.
So you notice the name Mecca, Makkah. You know?
Okay.
And in some languages they say Bakkah. If you go in the Quran, actually you see the Quran sometime call it Bakkah, sometime call it Mecca. Okay, what is Bakkah? It says that the first house Allah He built, or it's built for mankind, is the house in Bakkah. But is Bakkah Mecca? The Muslim they say yes. The fact is not. Bakkah is the temple of Al-Makkah, which is in Yemen, the moon god temple. And from that temple, people they come and they take stones, which is a holy stones according to them, and they build houses the same as the Kaaba. This is why if you go, you remember, if you go right now, you can search in Google for something is called the Yemeni corner in the Kaaba.
Right.
The Yemeni corner in the Kaaba. Why it's called the Yemeni corner? Muhammad he said, whoever embrace the black stone and the Yemeni corner, Allah forgive his sin. Now what is the black stone? The Arab used to to worship stones, and when they see a stone, they find a stone look weird or look nice or etc. They throw the old stone and they worship a new stone. Even there's
make a new idol of it.
Yeah, even there's a hadith about it. Let me show it to you. And this is in Sahih al-Bukhari. Read with me carefully. It says, narrated we used to worship stones, and when we found a better stone then the first one, we should throw the first one and take the later. So this is what the Arab used to do.
What
They
is that? That's book what?
they worship stones. I will post it for you in the chat.
Okay.
And this is a Sahih hadith, so they cannot say it's weak. This is Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 4376. So even if they could not find a stone, they used to make a stone from mud and worship it. You know, they mix it with milk, etc. And you know, they milk a sheep with a very weird practice ritual. So they get some sand and they mix it with the sheep milk, and they make certain prayer on it, and they worship the new stone. Now the black stone was obviously a vagina, and it was in the shape of a vagina, and they worship it as the god of fertility. And in a certain time they took it and they made it as a part of the Kaaba, became an official corner of the Kaaba. But yet the Kaaba is not based only in the black stone, it's based in the Yemeni corner, which is the corner of Yemen. Why it's called the Yemen the corner of Yemen? Because the stones in that corner, some of it is coming from the temple of Makkah, which is the temple of the moon god. So you know, the same as some Christians, they build a church in the top of a tomb, or let us say the remain of a saint, right?
Right.
Those pagans, they bring from the Makkah in Yemen rocks, and that will make people believe it's a holy, because here we go, why I want to go all the way to Yemen to touch those stones? Those stones are here next door. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
bring the stones to you.
Okay. And okay. I bring stones from the Yemeni corner to my new Kaaba.
Yeah, I build a
So
new
the people that
Kaaba.
are closer to me,
Right,
they don't have to go all the way. So now they don't have to go all the way
right.
to
And that
California or
and that will
Florida. They can come to my
yeah, and
Kaaba.
that will bring business. That will bring business. It's like, you know, like now, because you have to come here, and then we have market, we have jewelries, we have food, we have gods, we have whatever you want. So you spend money.
Okay.
That is the whole idea, is a business. If you go and see the old pictures of the Kaaba, search for
Okay.
them in Google, you will find it's always was surrounded by stores. Until now, the Kaaba
Okay.
is a major trade business place. Actually,
Okay.
the Kaaba now
Yeah.
is one of the most successful places for businesses around it. If you own a store there, you are very successful, very rich man, because people from around the world, they come and they have no choice but to buy from you. You are just in the front of the Kaaba. Location, location, location. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Jeez.
Yeah. So in the time of Muhammad, you see, when Muhammad, maybe next time we talk, you know, you can ask me about
Yeah.
it. When Muhammad, he killed the Christians and the Jews and whatever the cult of the Christian Nasara and the Jews, and he killed the Arab, and he was victorious. Mecca died because there's nobody doing business. So it
Okay.
was a solution for the poverty the Arab of Mecca they are going to suffer from, because now nobody is going to come to Mecca. Muhammad was praying to the direction of Jerusalem. This is why Allah, he told Muhammad to switch, but the fact is not Allah, it's Umar al-Khattab. If you remember, Umar, he said Allah agreed with me in three things, and one of them is what? Is to change the direction of the prayer from Jerusalem to the Kaaba. And you will notice that this has happened only after Muhammad was victorious and there's no more business to do, no
Okay.
more money.
Okay.
Even the Quran actually says that if you feel like you are going to suffer from poverty, so we decide to make you face the Kaaba. You know,
Okay.
don't
Okay.
worry, don't worry, don't worry from being poor. We will find a solution for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then but lastly, from the Bukhari book 65 of D 4492, does it say Masjid al Haram there? Because by that time have they changed it to insert the word mosque?
I don't know. You need to give me the hadith to see it in Arabic.
Hang on. Hang on. Let's see. From right to left. Copy it and see if I can text it to you in the. Okay, I'm texting it to you in the Skype
All right.
Skype chat.
Okay. Let us see. Yeah, this is have nothing to do with the Haram. This is about Baytul Maqdis. Baytul Maqdis is about Jerusalem.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, let me read the English translation that I'm looking at. It says, "We prayed along with the prophet facing Jerusalem for 16 to 17 months.
Yeah.
Then Allah ordered him to turn his face toward the Qibla, parentheses in Mecca. That's in parentheses though. And from whencesoever you start forth, in parentheses for prayers, turn your face in the direction of." It has in parentheses the sacred mosque of Mecca, but written out it says Al Masjid al Haram. That's what's in the English translation.
Yeah. Well, it depends in the hadith. This is like in the one I see, it says the Kaaba. It doesn't say Al Masjid al Haram. Let us see if there's a different one.
Let me copy.
And then now
Let me see if I can send you the link to it.
The other one it says the house. It doesn't say the Masjid al Haram. The other one it says, okay, let's see. All right, let's see this one.
A link to it.
All right, that's better. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about Al Masjid al Haram. It says, and then he changed his direction to the direction of the Qibla, the direction of the Kaaba. That's all.
Kaaba or Qibla?
Qibla, Al Qibla. That's all. That's all. It doesn't say even the word Kaaba. No.
That's all it says. He just he changed the direction to the Qibla, and
yes, that's it.
Nothing about mosque or Masjid al Haram or none of that.
No. It doesn't say anything about that. No.
Man, that's a lot to add in to.
Yeah. There's
translation.
There's tons of words there is added. Is not even there. You know. And you see the guy Muhammad. He is he's talking. You can ask him to read it for you. You know, the guy that was who called us.
Okay.
All those things, Mecca, etc., is not there. What is there is that I heard Al-Bara, the guy, his name is Bara, saying that we prayed with the Prophet in the direction of Baytul Maqdis, which mean supposedly the holy house. They call it Jerusalem al-Qudus.
But it doesn't say Jerusalem. It says Baytul.
No, it doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say Jerusalem. But we know what it means supposedly. But there's no confirmation, by the way, that this is really Jerusalem. It might be something else. You never know. For 16 months, all right, or 17 months, and then after that we changed our direction to Al-Qibla. Qibla mean nothing, by the way. Qibla mean direction. Qibla,
wow.
like because Qibla, I say the Qibla of the gamblers is Las Vegas. Qibla is simply is a seeked direction, like every person he have a direction. This is his Qibla.
Okay. So Muhammad being their religious leader could have named the Kaaba anything he wanted it to be.
Yeah.
He could have said Memphis is the Qibla. Now
but in
Seattle is the Qibla.
Yeah.
Now
but in different hadith, he mentioned the word the Kaaba as an example. In different hadith, the word Kaaba appear. Yeah. Like here in this hadith here, the word Kaaba appear. I will post for you the link here. This is all the search appear about
in the Skype.
About this hadith. About this hadith, all the search appear.
Okay.
So you can read them in your own time.
Yeah, do that for me, CP. Thank you. So I'm sorry to call you so late every time, but I'm at work when you start, and I have to race home sometime. Sometimes I just cheat and call you from work. But like now I had to race home to get there in time to get my question in. So but thank you for the answers, and I'll let you get off and rest your voice.
You're welcome, my friend.
Have a good day, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, we have enough for today, and I hope we have a good time together. Don't forget tomorrow to be with us around 4:30, and I hope tomorrow we will have Sheikh Imam Dr. Ruhi from Al-Azhar University. Look like we have a debate every Saturday. I hope he will show up as last week, and I hope we will have a good time together. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, share, And if you like to read about Islam, we have, I have list of my books in Amazon. You can go to Amazon.com or Amazon France or Amazon Germany, depend which country you are from, and you can type Christian Prince and you will see a list of my books. Now, for those who did read already my new release book, which is called Sex and Allah, please don't forget to make a review about the book, and please make an honest review. Don't say it's wonderful, don't say it's amazing, don't say anything unless it is what it is. If you like the book, say that is a wonderful book. If you think it's a silly, it's a stupid, it's not worth it, then say it is silly, it's a stupid, it's not worth it. We want, and I want, honest review. The purpose of what we do is not to fool ourselves and not to lie to ourselves. Don't lie to yourself, just be honest. If you are convinced in what we are saying, then you must be a person who did his homework. He searched anything I say to you in my books, in my videos, in my speeches, anything I say to you, do research. Don't take it for granted. If you read my books, I never said something there without reference. Never. Not even one sentence. The book name, the reference, even the links. Soon when you have Kindle, you can click at the link and you can go to the websites of the Muslims.